Welcome back to my Attack of the Radioactive Thing Easter egg tutorial playlist. Now in this video we're going to be collecting every single number that we need to get this Easter egg handled. So get your pen and paper out and follow me and you will get this step done first try, first run, no complications at all. Now first location we're going to do is we're going to head over into the camper area and we're going to start getting our color numbers. This is what I call these four numbers are the color numbers. Now next to this red classic car, you see the RV with the zombie head in the mirror in the window. You want to jump up and look through that window, and on the white refrigerator there will be a number written on the refrigerator. You see my number is 15. It might take you a couple of jumps to see what your number is. Your numbers will change each game and they are different for each player. So make sure that you get the number correctly written down and that you see which number it actually is. On the white refrigerator, just jump up and you'll see it on the refrigerator through the window. It's a lot clearer to see when you're actually playing it yourself than it is on my video. I'm writing my number down and ran into the bushes. Now the four numbers that we'll be collecting, I'm going to label these the color numbers. These numbers are very important, so make sure you write them down. Now head down into the beach location, and under the bridge, you want to look up, and written under the bridge will be your second color number. Now my number is a 2, so I'm going to go ahead and write that number down. You write down whichever number you have as your second number. The next location that we'll be hitting will be on the actual door of the garage area, of the mechanical area. You want to head over into the area in front of the market, and in front of the market over by the big garage area you will see a number written on the blue door. You want to write that number down. It's hard to see, but if you get really close up onto the wall on the door itself, you'll actually see it. So my number is 8. I'm going to go ahead and write that number down. So now we have 3 out of 4 of our color numbers. Now you're going to head into the market, and in the back of the market, above the sofa where we picked up a previous part, on the wall on the left hand side you'll see your 4th and final color number. You want to go ahead and write that down. So now you should have all 4 color numbers and you should know what each location is. We'll be going back to those numbers in a later step, but now we're going to go ahead and get into some more numbers. You want to head back over into the hotel area where the big pool is, and in the little room in this area, up on the wall in the left hand corner, you'll see another number. Now I label this number the multiplier number. So you want to see what number you have and write that down and label it as your multiplier number. So you don't get confused and put that with your color numbers. Make sure you label it multiplier number. So there won't be any, issues when you head back into your everything you've written down and see, oh man, I got too many numbers, and just don't get confused. The first 4 numbers that we collected are our color numbers, and the number that we just got off of the wall inside of that room by the pool area is our multiplier number. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head back into the market area, and underneath the desk in the office room, we're going to find our valve number. Make sure you label these correctly so you don't get confused. Now it's blue with white writing, so my number is 1688. So my valve number underneath this brown desk is 1688. Now there are 4 valves scattered throughout this map that we have to melee in a certain sequence, in a certain order, inputting those numbers to get our nuclear code number. So right now, write down your valve number, and I'm going to show you guys the 4 locations where you have to get this number done. Now this is the first valve you want to run to. It's behind the garage area, and you see this valve and the little dial is going left to right, left to right, left to right, and you have to melee those dials at a certain point to stop it on the number that you have. So my number is 1688. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be stopping the first valve on 1, the second valve on 6, the third valve on 8, and the 4th valve on 8. And what that will do is that will open up the big black safe in the office room, and I'll be able to get another number out of that safe. So head over to your valve and wait until the dial gets to the number that you have, and then melee it with your crowbar. So my number is 1, so bam, I hit it on the 1, stopping the little dial on 1 for my first valve. Now the second valve location, you want to head back up the bridge over into the hotel area, into the supply closet where you picked up the crowbar. That's going to be your second valve location. Now you want to make sure that you hit this dial correctly, and then it will give you access to the safe inside of the office. So you want to head inside. You want to get a look at this valve on the right hand side, and my second number is 6, so I want to stop it at 6. So I'll wait until it gets to 6, and then I hit it. I was getting a little worried the zombie was coming, so I just meleeed in that area and prayed for the best. You can always come back to it. You want to hit these valves in the same order that I'm hitting them in. The first valve is behind the garage. The second valve is over there in the supply closet, the closet in the hotel area. And the third valve is over here in the bus park by the Quickies perk buy. Now it's in the right hand corner as soon as you come out, so it's easy accessible when you run this route that I'm running. So just run with me and do what I do. I head over to the third valve. I need my number as 8, so I'll wait until it gets to 8. Bam! I hit it real quick, stopping the dial at 8. So now you want to head through the spawn area, run all the way through, and when you come out on the other side, you want to head up into the electrical area, and on the back of the building where you connected the power handle to will be your fourth and final valve. Now, if you've done this correctly and you've correctly stopped the dial on the numbers that you were required to stop them on, then the black safe would open, giving you access to the number code inside. So I'll wait till it gets to 8. I melee it with my crowbar. That was wrong. Just melee it again. The dial will restart, and you can try to melee over again. If you mess up at any point, just hit it again, and the dial will drop down, and it'll continue swiping left to right. So once you enter your numbers correctly, head back into the office, and the safe should be open. Wah, wah. My safe is not open. And I was going to edit this out, but I wanted you guys to see what happens if you enter it incorrectly. So what you have to do at this point is you have to go back and check your valves and make sure that the dial is stopped on the correct number. And I had a pretty good chance that the dial that I stopped inside of the supply closet wasn't the right number because I was so worried about that zombie coming in full speed. So I just meleeed close to that area. I was for certain that I hit both of the 8s correctly, so I knew that once I corrected this dial on this valve inside of the supply closet, then my safe will be open. So if you mess up at any point, just don't panic. Just make sure you have the numbers written down correctly, and then check your dials in the correct order, making sure that you've actually fixed it. And see, I've stopped it on 7. So I just hit it again, dropped it down, wait till it get to 6, stopped it at 6. So now once you know that you correctly inputted the numbers and stopped the dial when it's supposed to be stopped, head back over into the market area, and the safe will then be open, and you'll be able to pick up your nuclear number. Now you want to write this number down immediately, circle it, highlight it, underline it. This is the number that you actually put into the nuke to kill the radioactive thing. You will not have access to your inventory. It will not pop up, so you need to write this down so you have access to it. Head over to the safe, hold square, pick that number up. Write that number down immediately and highlight it. Make sure that's the biggest number on everything you've written down so you know what that number is. And that's it, guys. You have every single number needed. We're going to get into some more steps later on. Hope you guys found this video helpful, man. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe as usual. Thanks for watching. Hit your boy with that like button, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.